Well, good thing you came. Hey, everybody. Welcome to All Stars and Stripes Heroes Connection. For anybody here that's not met me, I'm Angela Nelson. Terry Moore and Robert Blakely are co-hosting today. And we appreciate you all being here. It is a place for military veterans, first responders, their families, advocates, or anybody who wants to do business to business networking and support one another in this patriotic atmosphere. We're not a political or religious group or anything like that. Everybody is welcome. This is kind of our agenda for the next 57 minutes, I guess you would say. We start each meeting with a moment of silence, and that is for anything you want to do in that 1 minute of silence, as long as it's quiet and you're on mute. Prayer or just meditating, just take a nap. So anyways, we have our Pledge of Allegiance, National Anthem video. We talk a little bit about what this group is all about and what the Scuttlebutt.club is. We'll have our business briefs. Everybody will get a chance to give their 30 to 60-second business brief. And since we do have quite a big group today, let's try to get it closer to 30 to 45 seconds if we could. So everybody gets a chance, and we get to have more time with the Blakester today, who's going to be our spotlight speaker. And then I didn't actually have anything lined up for a hero highlight, so I'm gonna just kind of we'll wing it and see if somebody wants to share about their service. Just won't have any pictures. And then we'll have our spotlight speaker, announcements and reminders, and inspirational thought, and then we'll be done. So we'll start with a minute of silence. That might have been a little longer than a minute because I accidentally hit the screen. I was trying to let somebody in and I don't know where we were at. So maybe some extra people got prayed about. So then we'll start with our Pledge of Allegiance. And if you're able to stand, if not, no worries, but for those who can. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And if you'd like to remain standing, we do have a recording of the national anthem. This one it's kind of different, but I really like this. Hang on.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof to the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that
was that?
That's cool.
That
I'm a
was
little
cool.
mixed on that one.
What'd you say? Yeah, there were some that were a little off key. Might even have seen some of y'all on here, but would you even take credit? All right. So who, what, where, when, how, and why about this group? I'm going to go through this kind of quickly for people who are new. As I said in the beginning, it's for military veterans, first responders, advocates, and nonprofits, their families, or anyone who wants to do business to business networking with us. What is the group about? It's for sharing helpful information, like a connection hub for businesses and organizations that want to connect with or are run by our nation's heroes, promoting one another's businesses, services, or organizations. And people are from sea to shining sea and on the sea. We meet on Zoom, so anywhere you can do Zoom. You are welcome, and we meet at 3 o'clock. So make the time adjustments on your calendar if you're on Eastern time or Mountain or Pacific. And typical Zoom courtesy applies, so I won't go over that. We're all adults here, but you're welcome to read that. And then why do we meet? So to be resourceful, there have been so many awesome connections in this group between different nonprofits or people who could use the services of some of the nonprofits that we've had in here. People comparing notes and helping one another and supporting each other's businesses, and just have camaraderie, encouragement, empowerment, and fellowship. So if you go to the scuttlebutt.club, that will take you to, it'll look like that on your screen. You can scan that QR code if you'd like, and it'll pull it up on your phone. And if you scroll to the bottom, that will be where you, if you want to be a spotlight speaker, you would need to fill that out and submit that. Try to pick as many dates as you possibly can, though, because sometimes it is a problem when I have 2 people sign up for the same date. So it helps with scheduling. And also, if you ever can't find the Zoom meeting link, it's right there at the very top. And you don't have to be on Alignable to be able to get into the group. We also, well, I'll talk about that in a minute. If you pull it up on your computer, it'll look like that with kind of a cool fireworks show in the background. We have 2 groups. We have the All Stars and Stripes Heroes Connection and the Military Spouse Entrepreneurs, Small Business Owners, and Freelancers on Alignable. Now, I took over the Military Spouse group after I had started this group. Somebody else had actually started that, but I hope to get some crossover here. And you can see on this graph here, our active members are really small compared to the number of people in our group. So the more people that can go on there and interact, the better. Like I said, we also have a Facebook group and a YouTube channel and a LinkedIn group as well. So wherever you like to get your reminders for the meeting, go there and sign up. So I am going to stop sharing so that we can have our 30 to 45 second business briefs. And I am going to turn that over. Now, Terry, are you going to have time to do the business briefs, or do you need Robert to pick it up from there?
I'll start it out and then we'll see where we go from there.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. All righty. Well, welcome everyone. We're so excited to have you, especially the new people we have never met before. So this is all about the 30, 45 seconds. Tell us who you are, what you do, and how we can make your day by referring someone to you. So I'm going to go ahead and start with, let me see here. I want to start with a woman. So I'm going to start with Dr. Patricia Rogers.
Hi, everyone. How y'all doing today? I am Dr. Patricia Rogers. This is my first time here, and I do see a familiar face, and that would be Richard. I saw him. Hey, Richard. Okay, so anyway, I'm Dr. Patricia Rogers, and I am a 12-year veteran of the U.S. Army, and I'm a graduate of St. Thomas University. And what I have done is discovered my gifts and talents and turned them into a business, which is hosting virtual events so that entrepreneurs can speak, promote your products and services, increase your leads so that you can get new clients. And I want to say thank you so much for allowing me to be here and inviting me, Angela.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you very much. I want to hook up with you, so we'll go through the chat here in a little bit. Okay, so let's hold on. I got to get somebody else in here.
I think I did.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Okay, well, let's go with Janet. Janet, can you come on screen, or are you just have to stay muted? Janet Hamilton.
Sometimes people join if they're at work, so maybe she's not.
I know. Okay. If you can't talk, just go ahead and put it in the chat for us. And then, okay. All right, well, I'm going to move on since we don't have that many women here today. I'm going to go with Ruben.
Okay, welcome everybody. As you know, we grow together. I had the greatest opportunity to have a one-to-one with our veteran friend, Steven. He's with Global Comics, and he told me he has a Comic-Con convention November the 15th in San Diego. Big event. So guess what we did? I got him to learn how to put his one QR code. He's going to have it on the booth. He's going to incorporate it on the cover, tablecloth cover. So when they come by and scan, you'll have thousands and thousands of leads. In addition to that, I gave him a complimentary shuffle. It's a landing page, which he's going to go ahead and program, put videos in it and everything, and tie in the one QR to the shuffle app. So wish him a lot of luck.
Thank you, Ruben. Okay, let's go with Santa.
As I was typing, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I hope everybody had a fantastic weekend. I make people smile. How do I do that? I create one-of-a-kind happy birthday videos, stories. I'm reading stories to the kiddos. But also, ladies and gentlemen, I have talked to a lot of veterans in the last couple weeks, and they're all saying the same thing. They're struggling. They're having a difficult time fundraising, but nobody knows about half these places because there's no national list. I'm on a mission to create a list of all the services that are out there, and I'm going to charge a whopping $10 a month for it. And, you know, like I already talked to Shane about it. In return, I'm donating one of my stories back, which is worth $100 to cover the cost of that subscription. So in effect, this list is going to be free to all the people that have organizations and services out there that create some kind of service, some kind of benefit to our veterans. So, I mean, I did find out there was one national list and they charge $5,000 a year. Well, I know there's a lot of organizations out there that are struggling. So if you know anybody that has some kind of a group or an organization that wants to be on a national list, I'm going to donate one of my pages to off my new website to create this list so we can get the services and the word out to the veterans that need it.
That's awesome. Thank you, Santa. Okay, let's go with Richard.
All right, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Richard Brooks. I'm a business consultant providing multiple solutions. And one of those solutions I'll just mention is I work with Angela Nelson through Legal Shield, providing you peace of mind. But besides that, I have some other simple solutions. So just reach out to me and I'm here to help.
Thanks, Richard. Okay, let's go with Tom Long.
How you doing, everybody? Tom Long, 100% disabled veteran, just here to help educate people about their health, starting with the gut health. I'm got a laundry list of things that I went through that helped myself through getting my nutrition and my health right. So if you have any issues yourself or know anybody that has any mental or physical health issues, let me know. point them in the right direction. Thank you very much.
And I just want to say, Tom has a very strong testimony, so I would really encourage you to get a one-to-one meeting set up with them. Okay, let's go with Sam.
Good afternoon, folks. The name is Sam Hosseini. As you may know me, I've been around. I do AI and artificial intelligence, that is, and what's called SEO together. All that means in plain language, folks, means that it makes your website into a magnet. Currently, the latest trophy I have, somebody had 70 or 90 visits to his website in a month. We've turned that to about 900 the other day. So that's what AI and SEO do. But the reason I was so excited to talk here, I found some troubling news that there's some tools that Google has available, and Microsoft even, listen to that allows us administrators to crawl into your website without your permission. I said without your permission. It goes into your website, digs out whatever you got that's precious, credit card information from your customers and all that. Well, the troubling part of that news is that I just found out yesterday that these tools allow hackers to do the same thing. Means crawl into your website and dig out whatever that's precious. You want to find out more about that? Reach out to your brother Sam. I come from a military family and I care for my alignable family. So reach out. God bless.
Okay, thank you, Sam. Let's go with Chuck. Where did Chuck go? We must have lost Chuck. Okay. Well, let's go with Frederick.
Hello, guys. I'm Dr. Frederick Abramson in Maryland, and I'm creating a field called Wellness Genetics. And it is about how our 20,000 non-disease genes help eliminate confusion and uncertainty about who we are actually on the biological side versus who we learn to be. This is the kind of clarity that can help people, and particularly veterans, get some insight into what they can do to take control of their life in a more powerful, positive way. Again, Frederick Abramson, I put my information in the chat.
Okay, let's go with Al.
Yes, good afternoon. This is my first time here, and
Welcome.
I thank Angela for inviting me.
Very happy to have you here.
U.S. Navy veteran, and I have a company called Triple Influence. I do business coaching and also life and success coaching. So in addition to helping the business owners, I see there's a lot of overlap between the professional life and the personal life, and also get into relationships on both sides, since is very important for building relationships with customers, with clients, etc., as well as, say, between spouses and between parent and child. So anything I can do to help, I'm with this group concentrating with veterans, especially veterans who are facing challenges, either in their business life, professional or social or personal. So if there's any way that I can help, please let me know. I'd be more than happy to do that. And thanks so much for welcoming me today.
Yes.
Thank you, Al. Welcome. Okay, let's go with Shane, aka Superman.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Shane Hicks with Reboot VA. Our nonprofit has a program called Wine for Warriors. We establish two types of meetings. We basically establish safe spaces for women to network. One style, if they have severe PTSD and trauma, we set up private meetings with a certified counselor with a health and wellness center in the area. For those that have businesses and can network more out but want women-only functions, we help establish that. We raise money for these events by selling wine. So for every $500 in wine that we sell, I can host a meeting for 6 to 12 deserving women. I'm going to put how you work with us in the chat. Thank you guys very much.
Hey, thank you, Shane. Let's go with Douglas. Douglas Adams.
Yes, ma'am. I'm here. Mike, can you hear me okay?
No, we can't hear you very well.
You might get a little closer to your mic.
What about now? Is that
Yeah.
better?
Yes.
Can you turn your volume up
Alright.
just a little bit? please?
ma'am. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Hello everyone. This is my first time being on here, so glad to be meet everyone. I specialize in asset protection, life and death benefits. Leaving a legacy for your children and build a wealth. And my goal is to, empower families and empower businesses to be more financially literate,
Okay.
so they can be properly protected and live healthy.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Please make sure you have your information in the chat.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's go with Darius.
Hey, good afternoon. Can everybody hear me?
Yes, we hear you good.
All right. So, yeah, first time. Thank you for inviting me to the meeting. So, Darius Harper, retired Air Force veteran of 20 years, settled here in the Knoxville, Tennessee area. Currently the owner of Real Property Management. It's a professional property management services franchise. I guess my current ask would be to connect me with anyone in the business or investors looking to invest in the area, any specific homeowners that need to give over the landlord skills to a professional company. I'd love to sit down, do a free consultation, rental analysis. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, let's go with Ben.
Hi, everybody. My name is Ben Rusk, and I'm in the business of helping people convert their fiat dollars into actual gold and silver, because we know that the country is struggling with all the printing of the money and the $35 trillion in debt, and who knows where it's going to go. But for 5,000 years, people have held gold and silver as a valuable means of exchange to keep their livelihood going. So if you know of anybody looking for gold and silver, send them my way. I'll take good care of them. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Ben. Let's go with John, the other John.
I don't see another John.
Yeah,
Oh, John Petros. Okay, gotcha.
And then he left.
No, he's here.
He's here.
You there, John?
No, wait, he is gone.
I see him.
No, there he is.
He's muted. There you go.
John, you're muted.
Now, can you hear me?
You're still showing that you're muted, but we can hear you. That's weird. No, can't hear you.
Put your info in the chat.
Can you hear me now?
No, John, sorry.
Sounds like you got a bad connection.
Yeah. Okay, let's go with
He's in the
Ron.
car.
Let's go with Ron.
Good
Ron.
afternoon, everybody. My name is Ron. I'm in the business of helping people like stay their best or feel their best, because if you ever wake up feeling tired, always sick, or just want to hit that snooze alarm, it could be possibly that the water that they drink. So I like to educate people, whether they drink tap water, whether they drink some kind of filtered, or they just drink bottled water and then they're not getting the results they need to feel their best, or overcome some kind of sickness or autoimmune disease or something like that. That'd be a great introduction for me. Or I like to schedule a one-to-one to with anybody that's open to just networking. And I'd like to invite anyone also, maybe they're interested in a networking event. It's next month on September 16th. It's a virtual trade show. It's free to attend. So feel free to come and network with us. And yeah, thank you for having me.
Okay, thank you, Ron. Let's go with Matthew. Matthew from Alignable. Matthew, can you hear us? Okay, well, we'll just move on. Did I get everybody so far besides
John?
Angela?
John said he's good now. Does that mean you can talk, John?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
We can hear you much better. Yes.
Sorry, I had the phone coming through the speakers in the car. That kind of messes up when I try to talk. Hi, everybody. Welcome. And to all the vets out there, thanks for your service. I am not a veteran myself, but I do support veterans 110%. If it wasn't for veterans, we wouldn't be here. I do ads on social media platforms as well as live streaming videos on TV shows. I last week just got approached by Paramount live streaming, so I now have them on my agenda. I haven't done much with them yet, but looking forward to it. I also have a podcast on Friday evenings, now moved to 5 p.m. instead of 4, where my show is called Revolutionizing Your Marketing with Mill City Marketing MA. It is live streamed on YouTube, so you can go to YouTube, look it up, and look at my last 4 weeks of podcasts. I am looking for guests to talk about marketing if anyone is interested. Anyone needs help, you can get a hold of me on calendly.com/Mill City Marketing MA. I'll put it in the chat.
Okay, thanks, John. Okay, well, I guess I'm next and then I gotta hop off. Anyway, I'm Terry Moore. I'm a certified transformational coach, a national speaker. And so what I'm all about is empowering individuals to be their very best by helping them remove emotional triggers from their past of things that's been holding them back for possibly decades. And so I come in and I transform the person from the inside and out so they can have a bigger and brighter future. And my ask this, excuse me, my ask this week is if anyone knows of any speaking platforms that I can come and speak. I travel all over the United States. I'm all about empowerment and making sure that everybody leaves there knowing that they can change and become the person that they've always wanted to be. So thank you. Sorry I have to run, but it's raining now, so I got to really get over this.
I'd rather have a little bit of you than none at all. So
bye, everyone.
Bye, Terry.
Bye-bye.
Bye. And I am Angela. I'm introduced myself at the beginning. My business, you can find out almost everything about me from if you go to angelanelson.life. I did put that in the chat, but I work with a financial company, a financial literacy education company. How Money Works. We have 2 books that we like to share with people. One is How Money Works, Stop Being a Sucker. And the other one is How Money Works for Women, Take Control or Lose It. So I would love to have a conversation with you. I'm primarily interested in teaching people financial concepts that we weren't taught, things we wish we'd known when we were 19, and the things that rich people have passed down from generation to generation, and that we and many people in middle class have not been taught. So, and once you have that understanding, if you need any financial services, we offer those without any charge for our consultations. So, that's all there is about me. Now, let me go back to sharing my screen. And I do want to thank everyone. I'm sorry, what, Robert?
I was just going to say, do you want to check on Matthew? He mentioned he was interested. I don't know, Matthew, if you're able to come off of mute and say a couple things.
Yeah, can you speak? Matthew?
Or at least let us know in the chat what you were interested in.
There you go.
Yeah. You can put your information in the chat, and that way we can connect with you.
Appreciate you being here, though. I just didn't want anybody to be missed, That's all.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, the honor is mine. The honor is mine. I'll thank you all for the
opportunity. Oh, there
he
is. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry if there's some. So it's just basically kind of a small elevator pitch of sorts, or?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Just tell us about who you are, what you do, and just like to know about you.
Sure things. Well, thank you for the opportunity to be here. My name is Matthew. I'm the owner of Cypher Spectral Media. We're kind of a small digital media startup focused on amplifying different businesses through print and social media means, as well as in running campaigns on their behalf. As agreed upon. Right now, we're currently operating in California and about 6 other states, but looking to expand nationwide, given time by Q2 2025. Willing. Right now, we're currently partnered with, or setting a partnership with, a veteran-owned job referral agency, by which kind of targeted at like veterans who are like owners of small businesses, as well as those who are looking for work. That's, for me, it's you made Kelly of state of Colorado, but we're currently, I think I placed the link to the thing? I placed the email. So that's good for me. I'm having some like tech difficulties all morning with the Zoom app. I'm trying to get me to update it or something like that. But
Did you
if
put
you are
your
interested, yeah, say again.
Did you put your last name in the link as well? I mean, in the chat?
No, I put my business email, but I don't. What is it saying is my name?
Matthew Alignable.
Oh no. Okay, that's. I guess that works. I mean, that I didn't mean to do that, but I mean that's. It ain't broke, don't fix it, I suppose. So yeah, I'll go ahead and put my full name down, and I'll see if I can my like either my LinkedIn or my Alignable profile. But since you guys, many of you are business owners, feel free to reach out to me, and I can brief you on kind of the services we do, especially like if you guys are interested in like me and Patrick's project in kind of helping veterans. I would strongly advise you to reach out as well. But thank you all for the honor for your guys' service, for those who are former servicemen, and thank you for the opportunity to be here.
Thank you. And thank you for coming. I do want to thank all of our veterans here. Thank you for your service. And also want to thank our visitors for being here, and hope that you are no longer a visitor, but that you're part of us now and will come back and join us each week. And if I just put this out there. If you have something, you can't get here till 3:15, you can't get here till 3:45, my time that is, come, don't let that stop you from coming. Let me get my thing back up here.
But Richard did have his hand up.
Yeah, Richard, go ahead.
Well, I would just gonna quickly say, Angela, one of the best ways for people to non-obtrusively connect with people these days is if they put in their email.
Yeah.
If everyone shares that, because yeah, that seems to be the best. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you. And all of that information for me is on that digital business card. I encourage you to get a digital business card too, because you can put all your links on there and people can get a hold of you no matter what you do. And you can get a hold of Ruben for that. So great job on our time for the business briefs. We're probably not going to have time though for our hero highlights, although I would like to ask Patricia, since this is your first time here with us. Hang on a second, let me stop sharing here. Where did you say you served? You served in the Army?
Yes, I served in the U.S. Army.
U.S. Army.
12 years, and then of course I retired. I worked for law enforcement. I did 29 years in law enforcement, and I retired as a corrections lieutenant in 2016. And I started my business, I guess, in about 2015, 2014, somewhere in there, hosting events, setting a platform so that we all can speak, be seen and be heard. Be seen and be heard. And I said that twice for those people who are off camera. Don't get me started, honey. Don't give me no mic. Don't give me no mic. Ain't that right, Sam? Papa John?
We
Don't
like
get her
to see pretty
started.
faces.
She's on fire.
Who's getting put on the naughty list?
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for your service, Patricia. I missed it because I was in the middle of doing something, and I heard it and I was like, I want to hear it completely. So
Yes.
all right, I'm gonna go ahead and introduce the Blakester, Robert Blakely. He's with Black Rose Solutions, LLC, and I hope I have all your information right again here, Robert. But thankfully we had a cancellation today, and Robert was going to be coming up pretty soon for his spotlight, and he agreed to help us out today. So thank you so much, Robert. I learned so much the last time you did your presentation. This will be like a part 2, I guess. All right.
Certainly so. Well, first off, I appreciate the fact that you've given me the floor to speak. I don't take that lightly. I know that everyone in here is doing their own thing. So understand what I'm going to do or show you today is just to show you, okay? You can obviously see if it's worth your time, and if it is, then great. I'll show you how you can get what I'm going to show you 7 days free, and then it's only $29 per month. But it's a tool that I believe, if you haven't heard about it, you will. There's going to be some ever-changing advancements in the realm of artificial intelligence, especially now. There's big name people that are out there saying that artificial intelligence it's not going anywhere, number one, but over the next 2 years is going to be very, very important that you either get with the times or you get left behind, so to speak. And so for myself as a business coach and somebody that helps people with sales and sales psychology, I found this tool to be very useful. I've been using it since over a year ago, since we first launched it in Vegas, and it just keeps getting better and better. So what I'd like to do is just show you a little bit about the tool, how it works, and how it can simplify your life and reduce the amount of time that you have to take on your day-to-day activities when it comes to networking. Because I'll be quite honest with you guys, I tend to consider myself a little bit of a lazy networker, if you will. I can go and I can get everything done in my day, normally within about 2 to 4 hours at the beginning of my day. And then I can just go back and check my phone throughout the day and just respond to people, right? But anyway, this tool suite itself, what I'm going to do is just show you the social media side of things. And if you would, Angela, just give me a buzz when I'm 10 minutes in or something.
Yeah, that'll be good. I'll give you a buzz at 3:50.
Cool.
I mean 3:55.
I say that is I don't want to get
3:55.
too cool. I don't want to get too in the weeds, but I do want to show at least the social media component of things. The reason that I say that is this. Okay, so if you want to hear, last time I spoke, we gave a little bit of a discussion about building a buying atmosphere, and these are the kinds of things that I love showing and teaching people from my experience. But look, any one of us here that are business owners, we have to make sure that we obviously have clientele that are coming through our doors. And I often talk about how we're taught backwards, and what I mean by that is that most people were taught to get into a business without knowing how to run a business, right? And if we don't know how to get leads, and we don't know how to close those leads, then we, in essence, have no business, right? So social media is a huge component nowadays, especially for businesses to be able to get your word out there and be seen realistically. But there's a certain way to do it when it comes to social media. You can't just go out there and just post your links and say, hey, you want to be in my business? Hey, I got this product here. It's the greatest thing since sliced bread. It doesn't work that way. The way that I like to equate that to is just like if you go walking into a retail store and somebody says, hey, can I help you find something? Automatically, the guard is going to go up, right? People are going to say no. Well, that's what you get. You get a lot of that resistance when you're out there marketing incorrectly. So being good on social media is effective way for you to build your brand, build your business. This tool that we created, I found is super simple for those that especially don't have the art of communication or the gift of gab. And we teach you how to be a social media star in 3 little steps, right? Realistically, number 2 should be number 1, but we have it set up this way. So number 1 helps you post on social media, whether it's Facebook, Alignable, X, or whatever, wherever, right? Number 2 helps you comment on posts. And then number 3 helps you start a conversation. So to give you an example, there's buttons in here that if I don't know what to say, I wake up one morning and for some reason I'm just not inspired, there's different options that I can take. One that I really like to cover and talk about is the surprise me button. So this is all predicated on artificial intelligence. And when you join, what you do is you actually teach the artificial intelligence more about you. So by that, what I mean, and I'll show you real quickly here, is when you sign up, you're going to talk a little bit about your job title, what drew you to what it is that you do, share information about your family, your background, all these little things. And what this does is it actually teaches your artificial intelligence so that it creates posts based off of your real voice. Okay. So that's one thing, right? Like learn how to write like me as well. You'll put in a writing sample. And you can even dial that up if you like more emojis, longer strength, longer length. All these things can be adjusted, and it even spits out a branding slogan for you. Gives you a slogan, gives you your story, and even gives you a nice personality analysis. Right? So all of that being said, when I go in here and I go to create a post, if I can't think of anything, I hit the surprise button, and that artificial intelligence will take everything that I put into it. And literally within a matter of seconds, it's just going to go boop and pop me up a post. Now, the thing that I love about this that I want you guys to really take note of is here it is here, right? Today's word of the day is empower. It's all about lifting each other up and achieving greatness together. What's your word for today? Share it in the comments and let's inspire each other. P.S. My new Red Dodge Challenger feels pretty empowering too. It knows that I just bought a Red Dodge Challenger because I put it into my artificial intelligence. Now, the cool, neat thing about this is I can change it. I like the way it says what it says already, but I probably wouldn't put that in there, so I could just edit it as I need to, right? And then if I want, maybe I want it longer, I can click this little button here, say make it longer. I can give it more instructions. I can literally change the language to any language that's out there, so I can, use it for my marketing in different languages. And then the other key thing that I like to point out is that we have a compliance check here. So for those of you that are in those businesses where you have to be ultimately careful about what it is that you say, this comes in handy because any one of these posts that it creates, I can hit that compliance check and I can make sure that I'm within compliance of my company. This one here obviously shows very little risk. If it was at risk, it would show very high risk, and then it would give me an update as suggested, and then I could just click the button and it would update it to that non-risky post, if you will, right? So now I have my post. I don't really like this image, so I could go and I could change my image if I want to. I can go in here and I could go through my own images or do AI image search, right? Now with this one here, maybe I'll use, let's see, what do we want to do here? Let's use this image here instead. I like that one. Okay, and I click and I add that. Now, what I want to show you is that this is the post as it sits right here, but it's geared for Facebook. Now, let's say I want to do a post, but I want it on Instagram. All I have to do is hit this button or hit this next, and then boom, instantly it transforms for the platform that I'm working on. So if you'll notice, the wording is slightly different. Today's word of the day is empower, let's lift each other up, but it's geared more towards Instagram. If I'm posting on LinkedIn, boom, I click LinkedIn, it's going to give me it more geared towards that. Same thing with X. These here are different socials. Eventually, they're going to have some to where you can set which ones that you personally use all the time. That being said, I primarily use these 4. So if I go and I go to start my day and I go to post everywhere, I can literally post within the matter of minutes to all of my social network and get all of that done out of the way so that now I can just focus on the things that I need to focus on. So let's say I wanted to take this and post it on Facebook. All I'm going to do is I'm going to click the Get Started button. That's going to automatically take that picture. It's going to put it to my downloads. It's going to give me the directions. It's going to tell me. Nobody ever reads this, even though the directions are there. In essence, I just click post. It's going to automatically take me right to my Facebook page. So all I have to do is click on photos, do exactly what it told me to do, right? Click on this, download that. All I'm going to do is paste, make sure that my hashtags are lined up. Positive vibes only, empowerment, just like such. And that's it, done, right? Now I'm done with Facebook. Now I want to post on Instagram, same thing, get started. It's going to upload that picture. I click post. It's going to take me right to my Instagram. Now I go to Instagram, create, post, select from computer, Instagram. Let's go with original. Next, because I don't want to change the color, how it looks. Paste, share, and done. Done with that. Gonna go to LinkedIn, and I even get stars. Yay! Get started, same thing. Opens up to my LinkedIn. Same thing here. Add my media. It's already downloaded. LinkedIn. Click next. Paste. Done. There's that. Want to do Twitter or X? Same thing. Post. Opens up in Twitter, X. I go and add my little picture here. Twitter image. Paste. It's right here because it's too many characters. So we just take that out. Post. I'm done. Now, within the matter of how many minutes, Angela? I'm done with my social media posts of the day. Now I can go focus on everything else that I need to do. All the bells and whistles with this, right? I'm only showing you the social media side. Every time that I need to do something or I have a follow-up, it's going to actually show right here underneath my daily checklist. So if I had scheduled Angela to talk to or whatever, it would pop up in here. But I don't want to confuse you going back to the social media side of things. I can use the surprise me. I can use this capture and suggested image. I use what we call selfie image or selfie AI because a lot of us are on our phones. And by the way, we do have an app that works with this. So right here on your phone, you can do all of your marketing right from your phone as well. Okay. So I could go take a selfie AI. I could do caption my image. We have this other one called Make It My Own. So have you ever gone and you see one of those posts, you're like, man, I really like that post, but you don't want to steal it, plagiarize it, right? You can literally take a snapshot of it, take it in here and put it in here, upload it, and it will literally make your post, but rewrite it so that it's not plagiarizing and it's more so you, right? So it's a fabulous tool. That's just one side of things here. Caption my video. All right, you tell it, hey, I've got a video that says this, it'll give you the caption for it. On to part 2, commenting on posts. So this here is really helpful, especially on Facebook or Lineable. If I'm scrolling as an example, and I don't know exactly what to say, I can use this tool. So here's an example. Here, update, I'm okay, thanks for all the prayers. I could copy that, take it over here into my now site, paste it here. I don't even have to say anything. I just generate, and it's going to generate a response based off of what I've already taught it. So here it says, so glad to hear you're okay, sending more positive vibes your way. But it gives a more meaningful message than what I would normally come up with myself. As an example, here's my friend Kim, glad to hear it. Three little words, right? This is way more impactful. So you make more of an impact when you're out there doing your social media as well, right? But so it comes in handy. And then third, but finally, we're having a promotion. That's why that silly pop-up keeps on popping up. Here's write a message. So let's say you're not very versed in communication. You can get a client, but you don't know how to close them. Here's all you need, right? It'll help you with the cold outreach as an example. What is your objective? You want to present, you want to connect, you want to follow up, book a meeting, close a sale, create urgency. What is it that you want to do? Inside of here, you're able to put in whatever businesses that you have or are working, unlimited business profiles. And then if I'm working on, example, August Rush campaign, and I want to connect with somebody, I can use this and I can generate a message that I can in turn use to connect with somebody, right? Same thing at the top here. I want to just kind of point out, if you're on WhatsApp, you have a conversation, you're not sure what to say to that. Copy and paste the conversation right in here, hit generate. It's going to help you come up with a response. Email, same thing. You need a response for it. It will help you with all of that stuff. So that is just the social media side of things. That's all I really wanted to show you. There is another component of it to where you have a CRM, you can build websites, you can do unlimited email. Then there's also the big grand finale, all the bells and whistles to where you can build teams, put all your content in there for your teammates. And then we also have access to 2.2 billion potential prospects that we can tap into. But I just wanted to show you guys this tool because I'm pretty amazed by it. I know that there's a lot of artificial intelligence stuff that's out there, but I know that for myself being part of this launch when we did it a year ago, the owner of NowSite was very smart. He saw artificial intelligence as being a wave of the future, and he was ready for everything before it happened. So the artificial intelligence that we do have, you are familiar with it if you've heard of ChatGPT. However, we have a dedicated line. And what makes us a little bit different is that we have that extended memory as to where ChatGPT typically doesn't. So if you guys are interested in that, I can help you build your business, help you grow your business, all that fun stuff. Free for the first 7 days, then it's only $29 per month. If you're interested in anything like that, let me know. If not, you won't hurt my feelings. So any
Thank you.
questions?
Really
comments?
interesting. Oops, sorry. That was very interesting, Robert.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Yeah, if you would hang out after the end of the meeting, and that way if anybody has questions, unless you have some where you have to get to.
I have a meeting after this, but I can stay for a few moments.
Okay. And I just want to slip through this and say, if you see your picture up there, that's when you're supposed to be presenting, except for Robert. I think I have somebody else who's going to take that spot for you when you were supposed to speak. And days that we're off, we have open. I'll come back to announcements and testimonials. I just want to get to this inspirational thought. To build a long-term successful enterprise, when you don't close a sale, open a relationship. That was by Patricia Fripp. Anyways, does anybody have any announcements that they'd like to share, or any questions for Richard? I mean, for Robert. Sorry.
I'm about to have to pop off for an Alignable Ambassador meeting, but I just want to give huge props to NowSite and Robert. Okay, so my nonprofit has the ultimate package. So it posts everything for us every day. We've created some of our websites through it. We've done our landing pages through it. I do multiple posts. Anybody that wants to see what NowSite can write, go to my Facebook nonprofit page, rebootva.org. I put it in the chat, and just go through everything that I've written. The short ones, the long ones, all the pictures and everything has been done through NowSite. It is the bomb. And the ultimate package about this time of year goes drastically on sale if you buy Ultimate for annual. So get with Robert and figure that out. You guys have a great day.
Appreciate
Thank you. Good to
No problem,
see you, Shane. Bye.
Yeah, I have a coupon.
Got a
for
quick
that.
announcement.
Yes. Sam, quick
Yes, ma'am.
announcement.
Okay, so what I've done to help out the veterans in this meeting in particular, I don't advertise it to other folks if you don't mind. So what I've opened up on my website is called the initial sign up meeting. It is 30 to 45 minutes. I'm going to not charge you anything at all. If you like to go to my website and then, sign up for it, it says initial meeting or whatever. That's what it says. It's 30 to 45 minutes. I usually charge an hour for other folks to get in. You kind of open your eyes to world of AI and SEO. Just a few seconds, if you don't mind. AI and AEO are so specific, guys, to every industry. For a shoe salesman versus a real estate agent. So what I will help you find the free tools that Microsoft has and Google has in particular to get you started. So if you're interested in opening your eyes to the world and multiply your visitors to your website, 30 to 45 minutes only to the veterans in this meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Sam. And I encourage everybody to go on and like and share Robert's social media posts and connect with him, set up a one-to-one. Robert is just like this wealth of great information. Yes.
I appreciate that, my friend. I've just been around for a while. One thing that I was really good at when I was a kid was tearing things apart to see how they worked.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's come in handy now.
Yeah. I have one of those kids, but he puts stuff back together too. So he's the one that repairs airplanes. But yeah. All right. Well, Al, it was so good to have you visit us. And Douglas, hope you can come back. And Patricia, so happy I got to meet you face to face, but I'd love to have our one-to-one. And let's see, Matthew, I didn't get to see Matthew's face, but thank you for coming. And Janet Hamilton, didn't get to meet her either, but
announcement.
Yes.
Is it too late?
I'm sorry, what?
I had an announcement.
Yeah, go ahead. Oh, yes, please.
Okay, I put it in the chat. I'm sorry, I was just waiting. I put in the chat that there's an event every Friday for the remainder of the year. We trying things out. Me and Richard, we have hosted our first event together. We connected on Alignable. And I went to his event, and immediately after that following week, he didn't know I had an event. But what amazed me about him was that he gave back. He came, and we've been connected ever since. And we both love networking. So we have put together a free event, and it's a speaking platform. So we call it Spotlight Speakers, 5-minute speakers each week. So if you come and you tune in, and I know Sam will be speaking coming up on what date soon. And so we're just putting the things together so we can all have some platforms. So the link is in the chat for the Zoom. Put it on your calendar. Keep it there every Friday. It repeats itself. And we're going to ride out the end of the year, and we're going to see how it goes. We had a great meeting last week. We give virtual backgrounds. We teach on that platform as well. So all I can tell y'all to do is get up, suit up, and show up and see what we're doing so that we can just collaborate and just grow our businesses even more. That's my story. Great. I'm sticking to it.
I want to go out of my way and thank Richard Brooks, Angela for doing this, and then Patricia. There's some people going out of the way to help other folks without thinking of the money in my pocket kind of thing. I want to thank you for it. God will bless you for it. Richard, Angela, and Patricia.
Richard,
thank you.
Thank you.
Richard is definitely Richard is the epitome of a supportive networker, and yeah, you're a blessing, Richard.
Yes.
So,
well, thank you, Angela. And I'll be honest with you, I connected with Angela, for those who don't know it, years ago on another platform, and followed her all the way through to here, through to, Onlineable and everything else. So, but I will say that I hope everyone is connecting with the other people, because, it's not just sell. It's connection and offering to help people.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have a question for everyone. You can jump in. I didn't mean to interrupt, but how do you respond to all the folks you met on the Alignable meetings? I just want to hear that from a few people. What's the best way to reach out to them? What do you do?
Try and set up a one-on-one with them if you had that good connection when you went into that breakout room. Some people I don't talk to because they were like an ice cube in the breakout room, but some people are very warm and great conversation. So I reach out and create a one-on-one with them.
Okay.
Well, I'll just jump in and answer that That's what I like about the Zooms, and I did put the link for both the Friday and the Saturday Zooms with their time and the actual link to jump in. But one of the problems with Alignable and the Smart Connects, you meet people, but you cannot interact with them until one of the two of you uses a connection credit and connects with the other person. So you know, there are some minor ways around that. I'll be glad to help show you some ways, but
Oh, yes, there is.
yeah,
I've got networking with Santa at 5 Central. If anybody wants to jump in, I put the link in the chat. I do it's like a 1-hour podcast where I'm doing just chatting with people and creating relationships and conversation.
That's great.
Can I jump in there? We're talking about networking. Can I jump in?
Yes, absolutely.
Hey, reference that. I have not been on Alignable for a whole year yet, probably about 6-7 months. And that what Richard brought up a very valid point. I went to quite a few of the connect, and I always try to see the value in it. What is it? And I've already decided I'm going to continue to network there, but because I'm going to try my strategy. Because I do like getting contact information. That's the only way we can build relationships. So what I'm going to do for that question that Sam asked, the minute I get into the breakout room, that session is set with the person on Smart Connect, first thing I'm going to do is ask for their information.
Yeah.
Let's exchange information because of the time limit, because of how it's done. So that's just something I've picked up on since I've been there. So Santa already said it's always a way around the rock. And I'm going to tell you what my coaches tell us. If we don't ask the right questions, we won't get the answers we're looking for. That's
Well, it's amazing, Angela or Patricia, taking that exact same context. Some of these people going into these Alignable meetings, they've got no business running a business or even going into one of these meetings because they don't know how to communicate. They don't know how to talk. They don't know how to ask questions. And more importantly, they don't show the passion that they desire or need to run a business. Maybe they do it and they're enjoying it and they show it in their own way. But boy, I have seen some proverbial dead stumps in some of these meetings, and you wonder how they can run a business because they cannot carry a conversation on if you gave them all the answers to the questions.
Yeah, I'll just bring up two quick points that Angela, she and I have discussed in the past. One, your profile is your image. I don't care how good you are. I don't care how your business is. I don't care how you show up on video. But on Lineable, one of the things they're going to do is look at your profile. The other trick, because I'm sorry everybody's left, but what I've recommended to a few hundred people is do not put your website in Alignable where it says website. Put your calendar link like Calendly. And then during a Smart Connect, while they're talking to you, tell them, hey, go ahead and talk to me, but click on my website link. And while you're talking to me, book a meeting with me. And I've told that to hundreds of people because otherwise just sending them to a website on Alignable, if you're not there to talk them through it, Angela, you know what I mean? It's sort of a
That's
waste
a great
of time.
point. Thank you very much, Richard. That's very brilliant. That's pretty sharp.
Angela, can you remind me where the Facebook group is? What's it called on Facebook?
It's All Stars and Stripes Heroes Connection, just like on Alignable. But if you go to the scuttlebutt.club, it has a link to that group on there.
Oh, Angela, could you put a link or something for Scuttlebutt for Dr. Patricia? Because this is her first visit and you didn't explain it. I was waiting for you to explain it.
Oh, did I not? Okay. Hang on. If you go to this link, I'm going to show you, or I'm going to put in the chat. And then actually, I'm going to show you real quick.
Yeah, please do, because that's where everyone registers for your events, and all the recordings are all on there of every one of these events.
Yes. My thing is freezing up on me. Hang on a second.
Nice. Thank you, Richard.
1 second here.
Well, Sam needs to see it, and so does Santa too.
Yeah.
I'm on it
So,
already.
can y'all see my?
Yeah, it's coming up now.
Okay. So first of all, the first thing.
Not yet though.
Okay, if you click, can y'all see now?
Okay, got it.
Nope.
I got.
There it is.
There it is. Yep.
Okay, it's finally showing up.
Don't forget to save the chat.
Yeah, don't forget to save. Oh, I should have said something earlier. Anyways, this is the Zoom meeting link, so you don't even have to get to it through Alignable. And it has our meeting agenda. And then I'm a little bit behind, but I usually put here who's going to be speaking next. And then these are all the recordings from previously. I'm missing a couple, I think, on there. But when you scroll down here, I try to keep as close as I can updated on who the spotlight speakers are. But if you scroll down here, there's the spotlight speaker. And you just fill that out. And then down here where the dates are, pick as many dates as you can so that I can schedule easier. And you would upload your image here for me to use on that slide and just put your information in there. But this is on the computer. And if you do it on your phone, it works as well. You can actually scan this QR code, get to it. Here we go. It's here somewhere. Here it is. Can you see that?
Yep.
You scan that QR code, it'll take you to that on your phone.
Okay.
Angela, I just want to jump in. I wish I had said it while everybody else was there, but thank you for your service and everything that you do. And I know, you know, she's a military mom, and to me, that's as important as almost as serving in the military. And did you mention your other group? Because you have two groups on Lineable also.
Yeah, I did. I mentioned that we had the military spouse group as well. I had it on the slide.
Got it.
And then also here is on this Scuttlebutt Club, it says join us on Facebook, join us on LinkedIn, join us on YouTube, join us on Alignable.
Oh, great.
Yeah, so you can just, and then this is if you want to schedule a one-to-one meeting with me, and this is my personal Zoom meeting, which is different than this Zoom up here. This is to get into the meeting.
Awesome. Now I got it. I got it bookmarked. I will utilize.
Great. And that way it makes it easier to share it with people too.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So.
Well, you know, and that's why I say I'm going to compile this list, because I have been talking to so many veterans lately that have started up groups and organizations, but Bill is over here and Steve is over here, and they're 50 miles apart from one another. They don't know about each other, and nobody else really knows about them. They're just doing the word of mouth and doing, because they got no funds to do a national program, but
Right.
One does, you know, this kind of service and one does that type of service. So they're not competing against each other, but they need to join each other. But more importantly, our veterans don't know. And I have asked many different people and organizations, is there some kind of national registration? And everybody says, no, there's not. And finally, one guy said, yes, it is, but it cost them $5,000 to join.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
These organizations cannot afford $5,000. So like I say, I'm going to start, I just did my first post on Friday. I'm going to start doing it every second day. I'm going to make like a supportive veteran day on Tuesday, I think it is, or I made a video for it last night. I got to figure it out. But I mean, if I can compile a list, I mean, I'm going to charge people $10, but I'm going to donate one of my stories back to the group so they can raffle these stories off for $100, recover the cost of the $10 a month. It's $10 a month, or if you pay it yearly, it's $100. So $120 if you do it monthly, or $100 if you pay it in one shot. but I'm going to donate one of my stories back, which I'm selling for $100 so they can raffle that off to cover their costs. Because I think this is you know, we all say it, the veterans get shafted from our stupid government that don't support them as much as they should. So all these different people, all these different veterans are saying, I want to support, I want to give back, I want to help, but there's no national groups list to let the veterans know that these services are there.
I hope even if just a small part that we can connect what ones we can connect.
Yeah.
Here,
exactly.
I'm at least, I'm not making a huge impact, but it's making an impact. It's kind of like the starfish story,
Yeah, if I can get 10 groups from every state, that would be phenomenal. I keep finding out that there's more in Minnesota, but again, I have to find out from somebody. It's not finding it. They're not jumping out on LinkedIn. They're not jumping out on Facebook. They're not jumping out on any of the other social media. I'm finding it out from a person. So what's the problem with this way people are promoting it? I don't know, but I think it's a worthwhile.
Papa John, I got a quick question for you.
Yes, sir.
I understand that obviously you're providing the list for a set cost. Now, what about different, let's say, organizations that are really on a tight budget, but they may not want the list to be able to refer to, but they would like to get their name put on the list? Will you provide a way for those people to at least provide you with their information, even if
Yeah,
it's
I'm just trying to figure that out, Richard, because Shane, he said he can't afford any more money right now. And I'm saying, fine, I'm going to put you on the list, but I'm also going to put on there that maybe someone wants to donate to cover the cost of someone to be put on this list.
I think
I'm looking at
Matthew has a hand up. I think he might have a
No,
question.
that's a mild question. Go ahead and keep explaining, John. I don't want to interrupt. Mine is just about the speakers, but go ahead, John.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at different ways because, I want to try and include we're never going to include everybody. But, my brother-in-law, he works with a group here in Minnesota that trains service dogs. You guys don't know about that. And I didn't know about it until he referenced it because he works with them because he has a service dog. Now, we all know how important service dogs are to our military veterans that have PTSD. Those are a lifeblood for those guys to survive, and ladies as well. So, I mean, there's another necessary service that needs to be put on that list. So I'm going to try and include as many people as I can. And for the ones that cannot afford it, I'm going to try and figure out a way that, someone can donate to help cover the cost of, say I've got 5 groups that can't afford it. Who's going to donate to support those 5 groups to help me continue to keep them on the list? Is that a fair way to put it? I don't know. I'm asking you guys because I'm looking at ideas.
Yeah.
Well, again, the only idea that I originally had was I can see the monthly thing because the list is going to constantly change. So
Yep.
the list you have today in a few months, obviously, I'm not going to say it's worthless, but it's not going to be anywhere up to date. So there's going to be organizations that want to get the monthly list. My only thought is you may want to, again, figure your cost for someone who doesn't want to get the list monthly, but let's say for $25, $50, whatever, they can have themselves added, because my guess is you'd probably have 50 times the amount of people that are getting the list that might be added, and when you take all that money, that will cover the costs of doing it.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at it from a bottom line perspective.
Just 1 second. We just had somebody join the group. I think they might be off on their time zone. Ginger? Hello?
I'm here.
Yeah, and sorry, our meeting started actually at 3 o'clock. I noticed you just
I've
popped in.
realized that. I'm sorry.
No, but come back next week. We're actually just fixing to jump off here, but thank
Will
you
do.
for trying to attempt to visit us.
Okay.
Hi, Ginger.
Oh, is that somebody you know? Hey,
No,
Ginger.
No, I'm just saying hi.
Oh, hi. Yeah. Hey, Ginger, how did you find out about the group?
It's either with LinkedIn or Alignable. I'm not sure.
Okay, yeah, we're on LinkedIn and on Alignable
Yeah.
and Facebook
Okay.
too.
I'm not sure which one.
So yeah, what time zone are you on?
I'm in Eastern. I just messed up today.
Okay. Yeah, come back and see us 3 o'clock Central, which is 4 o'clock your time.
Right, exactly.
All
Stay in
right.
the chat, Ginger. Call me.
Hi.
Information in the chat. Dr. Patricia Rogers, you didn't mess up.
Save the chat. Save the chat. If
You know what though? I don't know if she would be able to save the chat, but Ginger, because usually you just get whatever there is from when you get there. But Ginger, if you put your email in here, I'll try to email the chat to you.
Oh, okay. I can do that.
At least you'll get that out of it.
Sure.
I got a favor to ask you guys, if you don't mind.
In the chat. Is that your email? Because I'm trying to get my I'm saving the chat, but is that your email, All Stars? I asked you a question in the chat.
Yeah, let me look here. Hang on. Is that my?
What are you thinking, Sam?
I got a favor to ask everyone.
Yes, that's one of my emails. Let me give you a different one. Okay, hang on.
I normally put all the emails on my list, the group, so I know who I'm going to email and whatever. So
yeah, let me give you a different one.
Angela, while you're putting that in, since we're both group leaders on Lineable, have you had the opportunity to register for the upcoming event on October 18th, where I am going to be speaking on that gigantic event that Dr. Patricia Rogers has? I'm going to be the speaker covering Alignable.
Oh, cool. That's on October
18th.
18th.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had it's in the chat, but
Again, Joy,
I didn't post it publicly.
I was just asking her whether or not she'd seen it and registered. I couldn't remember if I'd sent you a link yet.
Okay, send me the link again. And
I'll
mark my calendar.
The tickets are only $10.
Angela?
Yes.
Sam's been saying try something here for a couple
Oh,
minutes.
Sam, I'm sorry. What'd you got to say, Sam?
I've got a favor to ask you guys.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see my screen or not. I started this, it's called an SMB Cyber Safe Alliance. It's called SMB. It's a nonprofit I started to help the veterans out only. But my purpose is to help the wounded veterans that are blind. So that's what I've been working on. The website is in progress, but the favor I wanted to ask you guys, this was my brother's idea, who's in the Air Force in San Antonio here nearby. He said, give to the veterans. The favor I want to ask you, think about this. I'm thinking about this hard myself. Find a way to advertise your service, whatever free, whatever cheap service you can provide to veterans that are blind. I'm thinking of it myself. The only thing that I've come up with so far is provide audio instructions or audio help or however you can do that. It's a revolutionary thing I've thought of, but think about it. You and I talk, see videos, shake hands. I see Dr. Rogers dancing around and stuff. Rogers, Richard is dancing. Angela's dancing. That's all good, but you have two eyes. But these folks that got wounded in the military, they cannot see. They cannot see. They're blind. You understand? Think about that for a minute. What are you going to do without those two little eyes you got? It's something I've thought of wild. I started it with the state of Texas. It's called SMB Cyber Safe Alliance. But I'm coming up with fun ways, with revolutionary ways to help these poor guys out. I used to work at a halfway house for 2 years when I was out of college. I fell into this, but these people cannot see at all. They cannot hold a job. They cannot find a job because they're blind. Oh, you understand? Just think about it. I need to get off my podium.
Well, Sam, I'm just gonna throw out to you, and I will work on this and help you. We need to get you a virtual background. But
All right.
now I know what you need. You need a virtual background with your nonprofit listed there and a QR code, which I can help you with, a QR code so that, you know, whenever you're on any meeting, if you use that background where you, if it's a Zoom, then you're advertising your nonprofit without even saying a word.
Okay. Appreciate
Richard,
that.
Richard, you open another can of worms. I'm glad you brought that up. I have a question for Sam.
Yes, ma'am.
Sam, you was at the meeting on Friday. I not only sent out a video showing you how to put up the virtual background, I sent the background for Friday, and the only reason I'm bringing that up now is because since he brought it up, I'm just curious to know if you saw it in your email. I sent it out the very next morning, 8 o'clock it went out. And I want to know, and this is a problem. People are giving us information, but those emails are so saturated. Our time and schedule is so busy. So I'm only bringing it up to let you know that if you check that the next morning at 8 o'clock, I sent those emails out. I also sent a copy of the list of emails, which was 11 emails. Emails is where all the money, the follow-ups is. So if you didn't see it, I'm glad he brought it up because yes, Richard, did you see yours?
Yes, I did.
Right. And so that's what I did. I sent those emails out. We don't put them in our emails. Networking is
I
phenomenal.
appreciate the time you took to do. I know they're there. Haven't had an opportunity to have a relative that has been in an accident, and I've been running him back and forth to doctor. Between him, he has no car. His car got wrecked, and so I've been just too busy to see it. I'm not coming up with excuses. I'm not coming up with excuses. But I'll attend to them.
As long as you know you have the emails and you have the video, it's about a 2-minute video because he brought up the virtual backgrounds. And I know you asked about it the other day. So I'm just letting you know that that video is there and it has meat in it and it'll walk you right through the process. And you can use
Appreciate you going out of your way. I thank you for it.
That's all.
And Richard as well. Thank you, folks.
You're welcome, sweetie.
Doing what you can. But think of the blind people that we just talked about a minute this evening.
Yeah. Well,
Angela, I
gonna
know
wrap up.
you're about to ring off anyway. I just want to say I'm going to be jumping on a meeting with Alignable Corporate in 5 minutes because they reached out to me and they wanted to have a video meeting with me. So if I get any facts, you know, I share it with everybody. So
yeah.
All right, everybody have a great day. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Gotta jump, guys,
Bye.
too. This was awesome. Angela, you do
This was great.
job, and thank you
I
very
love-
much for all you do.
Oh, it's an honor. It's an honor.
Thank you,
so
Angela.
much.
Nice. I'm glad I finally made it.
Yeah, I'm glad you made it too. And I'm looking.
I had the clock. I
What'd
didn't
you
want to
say?
miss it. I set that clock. I said, I'm going to make this meet today. So
You did it. Thank you so much. We appreciate you being here. Hope you can keep coming whenever you can.
yeah, I've already
Angela,
this to
thank you,
speak,
folks.
share whatever I can share. I've already sent my document, my picture to you. And
Okay, sounds great.
Downloaded the chat and I'll be adding everybody to my emails and I'll be sending out a follow-up email.
Great. Okay.
Angela.
All right. Yes.
God bless.
God bless. Y'all take care.
God bless. Take care, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Angela,
Yes.
I have a favor to ask. Can you send me a copy of the chat?
Yes,
My
I will do
phone
that.
kind of like glitched in the middle.
Okay, yes, I can send it to you.
Thank
All
you.
righty. Sure, John. Bye-bye.
I gotta run. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.